Hey, good morning, everybody. Just kind of going over just some basic stuff. Um, First off, I wanted to thank everybody. Um, FN Red is a new subscriber. He's asking if it was hard to learn the MPCX and that he's only used Fruity Loop Studio. I'll tell you straight up, you can use MPC-DAW and have Fruity Loop Studio inside of it running. That's how I use it because I get to when I load up my, let me show you. I'm gonna do a screen share here real quick. And let's open this. Give me 1 minute. Application window, bam. Hopefully this works. All right, cool. So these are my audio tracks. I'm gonna go over this in a minute. So you see here. Okay, cool. All I would do is go to my plugins. I scan my whole computer. Okay. I can pull up Fruity Loops right in here. Okay, when this pops up, you hit this little window. Hit the strawberry. And what's really cool is that it gives you a user template. If you load up Fruity Loops first and run the MPC, you can only use one MPC track. It's not what we want to do. And hit the strawberry. Look at that. I can control all these with my MPC MIDI. So I right click this and I say I don't want that. I want, my my bass drum. Okay, cool. So now MIDI track 1 is my bass drum. And you would just use it the normal way that you would normally use it. A lot of people have really dug deep into this. It was one of the first user DAWs that was affordable, and a lot of people turned to it. So yeah, you record right into here. Me personally, my computer, and I know DJ Rec, you're right on the money. I need a little more power on my computer before I start running all these plugins, and I'm running it off a laptop, so that's my issue. Anybody else, you're just fine. Let me get this off the screen share real quick. Let me see. Bear with me here, people. Again, I do appreciate you for watching and having my back on a lot of the stuff that I go over. All right, cool. So hopefully I'm back on the channel now. Let me get this. So yeah, it's not hard, and FN Red commented on that. It's really, and if you need any assistance, man, that's what we do. It's what I love to do. I love messing with the MPCX, and I know a lot of people that have questions about it, especially the live. I'll go over the live here in a minute too. See, next from I Will Create. This dude, man, he's building a synth out of Volca, and I would just go to his channel. It's EYEWILL Create, and he's got some sick stuff, man. He's really got a lot going on over there, and if you have any issues setting up your gear, he can run you through it, and he won't stop until it's working. So mad shout out to that dude. He helped me up with my mixer for like a week, and like I say, I was just in birth stage right now to all this extra gear other than my X. I'm learning all of it, so it's very, very efficient. workflow going audio into the MPCX. I used to just use the USBs. I would make a song in 10 minutes, mute out my parts, bam, done. With audio, it's a little bit different, um, but not very different at all. It's just a different workflow for me. And seeing it on the software kind of, it's a little intimidating. But once you do it once or twice, it's really not that big a deal. And I'll run through it here in just a second how to arrange and sequence your audio tracks. It works the same way. Okay. It's just for like live looping, you can only start the record whenever it comes back to the break. It comes back to the beginning of the sequence. You have to hit record right then and there. Hopefully they fix that to where I use a foot pedal, so whenever I punch in, I start recording and it's good. But once it loops back for the overdub, like it's just a little weird. But like I say, I'm learning a lot about it, and like I say, I will create. Definitely ran me through a lot of these issues that I was having. Let's see who we got. The Akan. He says I need a ukulele. Uh, yeah, I don't have one. I usually use these all my guitars and stuff. I call some of them firewood, but they make some good sounds. So even if it's just like a little metal sound or me slapping the wood that it's made out of to make a drum or anything, I try to use all my gear. So that's hilarious. Never learned the ukulele. No. Who's this? I have not got it yet. I'm thinking about getting it. Again, dude, check on the description below. Um, Click on the MPC X one. It should be towards the bottom. And yeah, you can get the manual and everything from there. It's pretty sweet. What else we got? We got Matt Stratton. Dude's got great YouTube channel. He uses the MPC Live. Um, he's unboxing a bunch of stuff every day. He puts up the grind. He puts the work in. And I've learned a ton of stuff from this guy too. So definitely check out this guy's channel. I'll get over these audio tracks now. I'm just going through this like if it was a regular day, like I would normal. I just like to leave my camera on because if something cool happens, I'm going to catch it. Awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. The MPCX is very awesome. And one thing I wanted to go over, I had a comment yesterday, and I remember the guy's last name. I think it was Bill Smithy. Man, I wish I could just pull this up real quick, but I know the last name was Smithy, and he told me, he was straight up with me. He goes, you got all these links for all your gear and all that, but where's your link to your music? So, I thought about it, and there are no crap beats. Music's music, and it's time, you know, put in that, I went through like in 2011 just to see how the copyright worked and the BMI and all that. And it works, you get paid. And yeah, there's no reason for it to just be floating around. I'm getting random, clicks on it and all that, but I don't promote it. So I think it's about time for me to. So the first link under my description is Popo. All you gotta do is click on it, man. You can listen to those tracks. I mean, I was using a Yamaha AN200 and an RS7000. And I just threw some beats together and I was like, I really want to know how this works. So I threw it up and yeah, it put me on iTunes and all that stuff. It was really, really cool. And I generate money every single day off of these. They might be 80 cents or whatever like that, but they're mine. And every single day for the rest of my life, for the rest of my kids' lives. And I know a lot of us are in our mid 30s, lower 40s, checking all this stuff out. And it's just easy income, man, to be able to, instead of have it sitting in a box or in a keyboard or in your Triton where you got hundreds of 8-bar loops. It costs the same to trademark one. So click on my link down there, listen to it. You don't even got to buy it, dude. Just listen to it. And yeah, I'll get paid for that. And again, if you know have any questions on how that works and all that, I'd be more than happy to run you through all of that, man. Most definitely. So I humbly respect that comment, Mr. Smithy, because you know I listen to feedback just as much as you guys do. And when something hits home, yeah, it's important. And even though I made those in 2011, and the reason I ain't put out more is because I've been setting up a whole bunch of stuff. You know, life happens, gets busy, but those are all excuses. What I should do is take the unfinished projects, register all of them, come up with the hardest part about registering is coming up with a title for your song. And if you notice, if when you can Google Popo, it pops up, or you can click the link, whatever. You get the option to sell it as an album or as single songs, and that's just huge because maybe you don't want to buy the whole album, and there's different ways to register your music that way too. So I appreciate just the touching of the button, and I've learned a lot of stuff, like the branding on YouTube, like the little YouTube button on the bottom that people click. It's There's a lot of different stuff, different pop-up windows and little ads that'll pop up here and there. I'm learning a whole lot of stuff and share, and I appreciate the feedback. I really do. So hopefully this audio comes out good on this MPC demo that I'm gonna do. I had a buddy, Mr. G Black, and he works hard, he plays hard, and he definitely is good people. I know a lot of people that are having issues because I got a whole bunch of videos showing how I go in standalone mode, song in 0 to 10 minutes or whatever, muting out parts really easy. For audio, it works a little bit different. I'm going to show you. Check this out. Okay, so hopefully we can see the screen. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. All right, so now we're on the MPC software, which is a workhorse. Okay. I know in Fruity Loops, comparing this to Fruity Loops, this is sequence one. In Fruity Loops, you can see sequence one, sequence two, sequence three, sequence one, just mute out different ones. It's a little bit faster. You can add your gate time, to add for sequence two, you can just add different gate time. But check this out. I'm on sequence 3 right now. So I go up here, and this is all without the MPC. My MPC is not doing anything right now. I'm hitting, there's nothing. It's just going into my mixer as an audio track. So I'm going to go here to Tools. I'll find it. Bear with me. I wish there was a keyboard shortcut button for this, like F1 or F something. I'm going to copy sequence. Copy sequence 3 to sequence 4. Do it. Okay, so now I'm on sequence 4. You can't mute out on the pads on your MPC. You go to audio track, and you can hit the little mute button, but as far as them lighting up on the pads themselves to mute out like your plugins, it's a little different. So this takes just a second, but it's totally worth it, okay? Just check this out. For sequence 1, I'm just going to erase this. Erase that. I don't want none of that. I'm going to take this out, and these are just at random. I don't even know what it's going to do, but oh, what, that's sequence 4. Okay, let's go to sequence 1. See, it's all still there. It copied all my sequences. Pretty dope. Let me erase these. So I got a little intro. Sequence 2. I'll erase this one. Let that ride there. Boom, boom, boom. Keep that out. Sequence 3. I'll just let them all play on sequence 3. Let's see, on sequence 3, I'm gonna add over the whole master, I'm just gonna do a chorus voice. And let's see. And that's on track 12. Okay. If I go to track 11, see, that's my master. Cool. Let's see what sequence 4. Okay, so it added that to everything. All right, so I'd have to go track by track in each sequence to add different effects. But let's go to, I'm not sure how to get into song mode here. It's kind of new to me, this software. Tools, view, edit. Oh. Help. I know on the MPC it's a lot easier for me to navigate through here, but here we go. Let's put in sequence 1. Where is this insert button? I would say it's just a different, if you have this hooked up controller mode, and then you're good. I don't know what this is. Insert, 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 insert. Let's go make this one sequence 2, this one sequence 3, this one sequence 4. And I'm gonna go back to the top. I'm gonna hit play and hold your ears because I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully it comes out good, and hopefully these sequences all go in order. So I got sequence 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what they do. They should change. Here comes sequence 2. Gotta leave it in song mode. And of course, you can do your fade-ins and everything. It probably wasn't the best. Is definitely not the best example that I've ever come up with, but it shows the process. Okay. You know, that's all I can really do about that. It shows. As far as doing the live looping, it's a little tedious with the audio tracks. You really have to time it out just right. But as long as you hit the record button, not the overdub button, you should be all good. I've had a lot of success with the audio tracks so far. Let me see here. Anything else that I can go over? Again, I just wanted to thank everybody for pointing me in the right direction, whether it's been lighting my voice, whether it's been side by side, how to get audio into my computer. When I first started, I was just shooting from my cell phone. So hopefully the video quality is getting better. You can see that I'm taking things seriously. And like I said, if anything is unreliable or I have any issues with any of my gear or there's an update, I'm usually on it, man. I like to be one of the first ones on here. And I appreciate everything that I've gotten out of this, you know. So with that being said, I hope that those audio tracks, the example kind of helped. Definitely click on those links down there, listen to some of my tracks, and like I said, those were just made with two different boxes, the Yamaha AN200 and the Yamaha RS7000. Um, and I just wanted to see how that process worked. So I appreciate it. And you guys, if you want to see me do anything or you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll make a video on it, man. I mean, I'm here every day. I work hard just like all of us. I deal with life just like all of us, but I'm dedicated to this craft. And the more feedback I get, the faster I can grow. So share the videos, man. If you guys have any input whatsoever, please let me know, okay? I appreciate all of you.